Hello, hello, hello. This is the Morning Garden Show. I got a quick one for you today. And I want everybody to learn from this because it was a valuable, valuable lesson to me. Okay, let's see what we got here. Got up this morning at 7 a.m. out of the house, going to get the gardening mobile worked on. Because I needed to do my gardening, I needed to go to work, and I needed to do other things. Okay. That was my mobile number two. I got a number one. It's got some issues, so we won't get into that right now. So I go up to the shop to get the car looked at. And what happened to the car was so interesting, folks, you wouldn't believe it. Got there at 7. The place opened up at 8. I wanted to be the first one in line. Just so happens I was the first one in line. Hand the man my keys. He took the car out, drove it, test drove it, heard the clacking sound underneath that I had complained of. Brought it into the shop, put it up on the ramp. It's like, okay, told the other guy, rush it, rush it. Told him to rush the engine, run the engine. When he ran the engine, clack, 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 clack. He said, oh, put it in four-wheel drive. Clack, 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 clack. It's okay. So it's making a noise. And he says, okay, bring her down. They bring her down, park her back out front. All this took every bit of about, 30 minutes. He said to me, he said, sir, here you go, the keys. You got some transmission issues. We don't work on that here. I said, oh, transmission? Oh, man. I said, well, I mean, what do you mean? He said, your crankcase is damaged. Your crankcase. I said, well, what's something like that on average? Just give me, what would something like that cost? And he said, something like that would cost around $2,000 to $3,000. And I'm thinking, what? Did he just say $2,000 or $3,000 to the morning gardener? Did he just say that? Yes, he did. He said $2,000 or $3,000 to repair this. Okay, so I leave there, driving down the street, my car going clack, 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 like it's gonna blow up or something. And really, it was just something else going on. So I take it to a place called Amco, MCO. Okay, when I got there, he said, I can repair your car for $600. I said, oh man, because you try to hold out because you got to buy gardening supplies. So he gave me, this is the bill right here. He said $601. Now, Amco said $601, and here's what I did, folks. I said, I don't believe he just said $600. I don't want to spend $600 a day. I just don't want to on something I can do myself. But the ground is cold. And I had to be to work that tonight. Actually, tonight. Yeah. So I'm stuck. And he knows I'm stuck. He knows I'm stuck. He can smell it that I'm stuck. He can feel it that I'm stuck. And he knew he got me on the hook. So anyway, I said, okay, go ahead and do the car. They took the car, put it on in the back. And now keep in mind, I got there at 9 o'clock. Now I'm there at 9 o'clock. After the tow truck towed it up there, everything. I'm there at 9 o'clock. Car sitting there. And I got out of there at exactly 4:30 today. 4:30 today, I got out of there. Think about it. I've been there since 9. I got up in the morning at 7 a.m. I've been dealing with this all day long. I should be asleep and getting rest for work tonight, but I did not. Now, let me show you what he did. This is what I want to show you here. How they do their little magic when they're in the shop. Some of you already noticed. Those of you who already know this might want to change the channel, but for those of you who might want to learn something about this, here we go. He said, you need a drive shift, a CV joint drive shift axle, basically. Okay. And he said, that's going to be $299. Now, I said, $299? I know last night I just priced this same part on eBay for $54. Priced it on Rock Auto for $68. Same part now. So he says, I can rebuild your axle. It'll be cheaper that way. So the part will come out costing you $299. See, and I'm thinking, this guy knows he has me on the hook. He knows that. Then he sticks the labor in there It says parts here, $299.64. Labor, $266.40. Now, it takes, according to what when I Googled it, how long it took to put this pot on, it took 2 hours to put this pot on. Now let's say that let's just top it out that the average person that does cars gets about $60 an hour. Come on, it just still doesn't add up to this. My point is this: he took my own part and rebuilt it. A rebuild kit, if we want to get very technical with it, for this same part cost about $34. He charged for the part $299. That's what he charged. That's exactly what he charged for that part, $299. Now, he kept my car all day. I mean, God, 7 hours? He kept it 7 hours. I sat there in the shop for 7 hours, watching everything from Dr. Phil to whoever else, the show was on, whatever. And I said to myself, the only reason why I'm here is because it's winter. This I could have did myself. Now, if I would have handed this to, if I would have did this myself, I wouldn't have rebuilt it, first of all, because it's too cheap to buy a reman one. Reman is about $100. So I get a reman one. It's got 8 bolts on the back, 8 bolts on the front, and then you're done. They kept me there 7 hours. And to be quite frankly honest with you, I kept myself there 7 hours because I had no other choice. And I look at this bill, I said, valuable lesson here, folks. Stay on your vehicles. Stay on them. If something needs oil in it, do what you got to do. Follow the maintenance schedules, because if it goes bad in the dead of winter, you got to eat the bullet, like I did here. So the whole name of this video is don't eat the bullet, because you can just take care of your car, do regular maintenance. If you know people that are really, really good at working on cars that won't charge you like this, get them to do it. Buy your own parts. On like eBay Motors. eBay Motors can do a lot better than this. You don't need to get hit like this. I didn't need to get hit like this. But a lot of shops, and I found out today while I was there at Amco, this guy would have let me bring my own parts in. So if I had more time to play around with this, I could have bought the parts for $54, went there, actually, I wouldn't want to rebuild. I would just tell him, here's the axle, the CV axle, put this on that car. How much are you charging me for labor? And he would say, this is what I'm charging for labor. Push came to shove. But it's all said and done. I got everything done. And I had a number of shops that were looking at that same problem, and each one of the 3 shops told me something different. So all the shops you see out there don't know what they're talking about, folks. They don't all know. These were professionals that every day this is what they do. This is their living. And one told me it was the differential. The other one told me it was the crankcase. And then the final one told me it was the CV axle. And it happened to be the CV axle. Folks, on that note, I'm going to go. This is the Morning Gardener. Organic food forest. Dan. Good to hear from you. Good to hear from you. But learn a valuable lesson, folks. Had a good time. Because, $600, not a lot of money, but to some people, that's all they got, baby. That's all they got. And that's how that works. That's how that works, folks. I did pretty good, though. I stayed in the right frame of mind. I said, this is not going to get me down. I know I'm being taken complete advantage of. I know that I'm being gutted like a fish. But he won't see me anytime soon. And you know why? Because I work on my own vehicles. I restore the boat motor. I put shocks and struts and stuff on my cars all the time. But I got stuck because I don't have a garage to lay on that's warm and well lit. I have the elements outside. So right now it's 26 degrees, so I can't lay on the ground. I'm much too old to do that, baby. Okay. On that note, good people, I'll be back on Saturday as well with one of my gardening shows. It'll be an extra long because people really enjoy when they can get on there and talk back and forth to each other. Hello, how you doing? Hey, he said, hey y'all. You know he having a good time. Yeah. He said, hey y'all. But I just wow. Now, I am still looking for a trimmer. Number one trimmer. That's what I'm looking for. And I found one. It's a Troyville. Oh, good afternoon from Hello, hello, hello. Look at these people just chiming in. As soon as I say I'm getting ready to go, everybody, oh, I hate to see it. You know, they chime in, and it's a great thing to see all of you, though. It's really, just come on in and wipe your feet first, but come on in. Yeah, but I mean, it's attitude. You can't get mad at stuff. You got to look at stuff and just say, I don't know why this plant didn't grow, but good thing I got some backups because you always grow backup plants. Never, never, never say, all I need is 4 tomato plants. Don't ever do that. Always do 12. That way you know you got it covered. I had to get my rear brakes replaced last week. See that now you and I must be on the same thing going down. I got all my brakes replaced yesterday. And I had to pay an old guy to do it. That was when I watched him, he scared me because he's jacking the vehicle up. Then he gets in the car and he starts moving the car while it's on the jack. I said, sir, the car is getting ready to slide off the jack. Oh, he said, oh, that's old. Oh, that's right, I got it jacked up. I said, oh my God, I won't bring this car back here no more. He about to tear my car up. He's tired or something, or he was in the cold too long. I don't know what's going on. But he did them all the way around. And then I discovered that something I discovered on this particular car, this Jeep's a different animal. I have a set of brakes that are just for the parking brake. And then I got a set that's for the driving. All right. Okay. I need a new everything. But here's where I'm going at with it. That mechanic, I like the old guy, but I can't let him tear my car. So that's the last time I'll take the car there. I saw what he did. I mean, I saw he did a beautiful job putting the brakes on. The car stops and everything's tight and everything. But when I saw him, he jacked my car up. And they keep using the what they call it, the differential, the rear end. He keep using that to put the jack underneath for that. I don't like that. I don't like that. I don't like putting it underneath the rear end and jacking all the way to the car up on that rear end. I don't like that. And he kept doing that. And I kept saying, wait a minute, didn't I read somewhere where you're not supposed to do that? They recommend that you don't do that. So I said, he might be. I said, "Yep, differential." Thank you. He might be a cheaper option and a good guy, but I don't want to go there. I mean, I got a full stomach of him yesterday. I'm there for hours. There again. I was there for hours. I left there at 5 o'clock. He got all the brakes done and everything. I said, "Oh my God!" It took him all these hours to do these brakes. I said, what the heck is going on? He's got power tools in his hand that are taking the wheel on and off. Then one guy was walking through the shop. He kicks one of my lug nuts somewhere, and we had to look for it. Right then and there, my mind said, oh, this is over with. This dance is over with. Because you always you let the customer see you put all their parts together. Let them see you do that, and let them see you take your time. Let them see you care about their product they bring in. That's just how you do it. You don't let them see you have a lug over there on the floor. I'm looking at the lug. I'm saying, why is my lug out in the middle of the walkway of the floor, and the rest of them over there in a pile? I said, why is this going on? And I said, oh no, he's no, I can't do that. So I got the heavy duty brakes, something called what is it called, folks? Was it porcelain or somebody told me to get them. What was that? I don't remember which one it was, but they heavy duty ones. I never buy the cheap brakes. I don't like the cheap brakes because you put them on and then you gotta put them back on again in 8 months and all that. I don't want to do that. He said he used a term for it to make it sound polite. He said, "We have the economy brake shoes. You mean the cheap ones, right? That's what you're trying to say, sir. Just say it. These are the cheap ones. These are the mid grades. These are your porcelain ones, whatever they call them. But so I bought those and I put them on there. I touched the brakes and they just go bump and they just stop. And I said, oh, okay, okay. Yep, yep, yep. That's it. And I got to tell you, folks, those brakes, when he took them off, wait a minute, you're not saying you got the economy ones. Because when they took my brake shoes off, there was nothing there. On one wheel, there was nothing there. Oh, okay, I got you. I got you. Yeah, you just saying the economy means cheap. That's what it means. That's another way of saying it. We have the economy ones. And would you like to look at the upper? We got it right here. Price real nice. Yeah, yeah. These are your heavy duty off road, on road brake shoes. Is that what you want, sir? I said, yeah. Give me those. Give me those. I said, I don't want the cheap ones because I've done that before. You put them on there. 8 months later, you're right back putting them on there. And you're saying to yourself, oh God, please make it stop. And if you do the work yourself, you're back there pulling them off again. Or if you're paying for, like you ever see those brake sales? It says brake sales, the front and the rear axles only $80 is the reason why. New rear brake stand, new rollers. Oh, come on now. Stop this madness. I bought 2 rotors for the front yesterday. And the rotors in the back were fine. I did not replace them. They were heavy. They were clean. There was no damage to them. But the front ones, yeah, yeah. I bought my car from a previous owner. I'm not ashamed. I bought it for used. That's what they call it. When they want to politen it up, they say previously owned. No, used. That's what it is. Somebody else had this car. Drove all the fun out of it and then sold it. But I don't know. I like them on the auctions. Yeah, yep, that's what I bought. Break the road. Used and abused. Used and abused. Served like hell. But the bottom line is the car runs great because of all the work I put in. I put work in. I want my oil clean. I want my transmission fluid clean. I want my power steering fluid clean. I want my brake fluid clean. That's how I roll. I want a car when I go out on the road is dependable. Mine. Okay, yours in the back were bad. Mine in the back were not too bad, but they were low. But the front were bad. But what kind? Metal to metal. Yep, mine in the front was metal to metal on the front, and I didn't know they were that bad. I mean, because I bought the vehicle not too long ago, and I thought everything was straight on it because it passed inspection, so I didn't. And then when I took it to the shop one day, they had some stuff looked at. They said, your brakes look good. So I figured it was a brake shop. He knew what he was talking about. Okay, I love the long and live videos. Okay, all right. I feel pretty good though, folks. For a man that's been gutted today, cleaned and fried, I, I feel good. Cause I said I'll make that money back, and then cause I'm trying to get everything set up for the spring. I got all my gardening stuff done. That's all done. All that's put aside. Everything's there. I'm just waiting for some warmer days, and we're gonna get a bump up in the weather in another 3 or 4 days. And once that takes place, it's on. I'm gonna start planting everything out, and I'm gonna start shooting videos and showing everybody what I got plant it out, and I'm gonna try to do like I did last year, which was big, beautiful, healthy seedlings. That's what I like to do. I like the way they look when they come into the store. If you got a really good store, like Lowe's, where I go to, the one I go to, when they come there, those plants look good. There aren't many videos that will show you what they do as opposed to what you are trying to learn to do. Because when you see theirs, they're stocky little they're stocky little suckers, dark green. They're not long and lanky and kind of yellowish green. They're none of that because those don't pass and get sent to the stores. They don't send that stuff there. They do something else with those. I don't know what they do to them. They do something else. But I know they come back at the end of the year and they get all that stuff back that didn't sell. It's a shame. I did a video showing Walmart had all these plants out there that they didn't move. Garden season was pretty much over, and this truck pulls up. I can't remember. I think was it burpees, and they came in here and they took all these trays, and it was sad. It was all these. It was everything you could imagine: watermelon plants, tomato plants, you name it, pepper plants, and they all went into hello everyone. They all went into recycling. That's what he was doing with them. And I filmed the whole thing when he was sticking them all in the truck. Like it's like those plants never had a chance. They were born, they were healthy, and they went right back into it's kind of sad in a sense. It's kind of sad. Because they didn't get a chance to do anything. Yep, there's Garden City there. There's Garden City. But the thing about it, I'm really looking towards is definitely making absolutely certain that I have some healthy seedlings this year. I'm doing absolutely great right now with the kiwi plants. I mean, them things are acting crazy. They're acting crazy, and if I get my way, I'll get another extra grapevine put in the ground today. One they called Neptune. Neptune grows a big white grape with no seed in it. And it's called a Neptune. It's sold at what's it called? It's sold at Stock Brothers. It's called Neptune. It's a big grape. And I bought it and I got it and I want 2 plants. So I don't have any red grapes right now. I am going to get some red grapes and put them in the ground and just let them do what they do. But you got to have grapes on your property. I mean, it's like a law or something, you know. If you have grapes on your property, then people come over to your crib. Oh, it's just an old word. Come over to your house and they see grapes in your yard. The kids love it, and old people go, "Oh, you must have some money," because you know most of the wealthy people in Italiano, when they were growing those grapevines in their yards, they had grapevines and some were like 40, 50, 60 years old, you know, that was on their property. And they made everything out of those grapes. And you knew that you were sitting with an old family history when you saw grapes on the property. Yeah, muscadines. Yeah, absolutely. Muscadine put. I saw a muscadine plant in Walmart. No, excuse me, Lowe's, and it was like nearing December, and it was over there. I think it was for like I want to say it was like $1 or something they wanted for it. It was the last one over there. I started to get it, but I said, "Oh, I don't know," and I left it there. Plant looked pretty healthy. All you had to do is give it some water, put it in the ground, and it would have took off from there. But they say muscadine, some of them got thick skins and thick flesh in them, and I'm not much of a fan of that. But you know, they'll pass up never pass up for a buck. Yeah, you got a point there. I should have got that sucker because it was a healthy little plant. It's just that no one bought it. That's all. No one bought it. It was there. Beautiful plant. That's how I found my blackberry. I mean, it was the guy said, "Bob, give me $1.79 or something like that." He said, took it home, gave it some water, some compost tea, put some compost around the base of it, Please. That thing was 16 to 17 feet long time summer came. Yeah, about 16 feet. Yeah, wine is a good thing to make. Keep wine around the house. Medicinal purposes. People ask you, I'm not a drunk. I just like to keep wine around the house. Medicinal purposes. But, let's see. Let's see. Do grapes. Oh, my goodness. Do grapes grow well in containers? I've seen it done. Um, I've seen it done. But personally, I wouldn't do it. Because grapes have a weird thing. They have really big roots. You got big roots, but yeah, you got a good sized container to put them in. Something like a one of those wine barrels that's cut in half. You might have a chance, but no, yeah, you could do it. Just here's what I want to tell you: research it because I'm not going. One thing I'm not going to do is ever give you the wrong information. I'm not going to do that. My show has been as good as it is for as many years as I've had it, and I've had this show many years. And the reason why is because if I tell you something is gospel, if I've either done it or researched the heck out of it, and I know exactly what I'm talking about. I don't give people information I don't know what I'm talking about. It's something I learned a long time ago. The old people told me that. The old people, they said, if you don't know what you're talking about, keep your mouth shut and listen. Because I've met people in my life that know. I've had people in a conversation trying to battle me over gardening knowledge, and I'm thinking, wait, I'm looking at this man, and I'm saying this man has never grew a garden, he's never grown any food, and he's talking to a man that's been growing food for 19 years, and I just looked at him. It was nothing else I could say. I just looked at him. And I just watched him. And I'm looking at him going, he actually is debating with me over how to grow tomatoes or how to grow cucumbers. And he's never grown any. That was interesting. I just said, okay, hey, bro, all righty. I can understand that. I can understand that. That makes all the sense in the world. A grapevine can live well over 60 years. And when you put the love and attention into it, and that thing starts growing, and you'll think that you bought it, and it was this little tiny plant, and now it's massive. And all you would have to do to take it somewhere, if it was in a container, would be to hack it off at about 4 feet. Where all it grows from, hack it off at 4 feet, pick the container up, put it on the truck, take it where you're going to take it at, set it down, water it, fertilize it, and it'll grow right back and be producing grapes the next year. And that's how it'll work because as long as you got that root base, it's going to start growing on grapes. It does the same thing if you grow cuttings. Once you grow the cuttings, if it's a mature plant it came from, you take the cuttings, put them in some sand and a tray that's got sand and compost. Those cuttings that'll be 6 and 8 inches long, something like this, they'll start producing grapes as soon as you put them in the ground. And that's interesting because all it knows is it is a mature cutting. That's all it's programmed as. It's not a young plant anymore. I like that idea, Garden City. I like it. However, now your way, Garden City will work. It will work No question about that. But to take a mature plant that has that huge root base on it, and maybe it's got a stalk that big, if she take that, she's going to get a bigger, more mature plant in no time. The cuttings are going to give you a plant in about 2-3 years. You're going to be producing smaller and smaller groups of grapes. But you take that root base there, that huge plant, and set that sucker down, you got something going. And I know what you're saying, Garden City. It can be done that way, because that's exactly what I'm doing now. Only thing I'm doing is taking a mature plant and taking cuttings off of it. I'm willing to wait the 2 years to start getting grapes from it. I'll get some grapes immediately, but I don't want them because they're going to be like 1, maybe 2 clusters, because I'm just putting it in the ground. It doesn't have really the large root base that it needs to start, producing 8, 9, and 10 and 20 clusters, because it doesn't have that ability yet. But I will say that you're right. The cuttings would work, but I like, if it were me, and we just, all of us in here learning, that's what we do. If it were me, just my own preference, I want to take that whole tub with that root base in it. I would cut the plant off, because it's going to be wrapped all around these. If you put it on some type of trellis system or whatever, I'm going to cut all that back, and I just want maybe 3 or 4 feet of the plant. I'm going to take it to my new location, set it down in a sunny location. They even have apps now that you can track the sun and decide what is the best sunny spot to put your plants in this year. Look that up. I think you'll find it quite a tool that you will wonder how you live without it. Because I was using it outside, and I could track the sun in the dead of winter and know where I'm going to put items at based on what their needs are. The biggest, I don't know where you live, but I will say even better. Root stock. You can't. Yeah, exactly. Take the root stock. Yeah, that's right, Garden City. Take the root stock. Take the root stock. That's right. And the thing about it is, grapevines are very forgiving when you remove them from the ground. I have taken them, and you can't even kill them. You can't kill them. All you got to do is put them in dirt, and you look back out there and say, what? And it'd be a jar of grapes, grape jelly. They really keep giving you what you need. But try and I'm not working for them or anything like that. I like Stock Brothers because they always have given me a healthy plant, and they got a pretty good selection of grapes. They do have a good selection of grapes, and on top of that, they back it with a warranty that's ironclad. They back it. All right, good people. On that note, I'm gonna go try to get me at least about an hour worth of sleep before I go to work. But it's been real good talking to each and every one of you. I appreciate you. And stay tuned. I'll be back. We're gonna set up a time where this is supposed to take place so that everybody knows when I'm on, and they don't, because someone get lost and they write me and they'll say that I tried to find you, or you were just on when I'm off, or tell me when you're gonna be on. And I sometimes tell them Saturday around 8:30, 9 o'clock. Saturday around 8:30, 9 o'clock. And then sometimes I've been doing it Saturday at 5 p.m. and see how many people come into the room on those days. But if they packing them in at 5 p.m. on Saturday, then that's when I'm going to do the show. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much. This has been The Morning Gardener, and I appreciate you. Love each and every one of you. Take care now, and be safe. Remember, we're living in America.